Hello, friends. Welcome to Squared Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up the month of March in my memory planner. We'll decorate a monthly spread and a curly page in a fun seasonal theme. So come plan with me. And I've got some washi tapes here ready to go, along with some blending inks and a blending brush. I also have a couple of Happy Planner sticker books that I'll be pulling from, along with this Planning Thing sticker book and this Anna Bean Paper Co sticker book as well. Okay, let's lay down some wax paper and get started with the monthly spread. So March, I like to do seasonal themes and thought that this cute St. Patrick's Day theme would be fun for my monthly memory keeping spread. I have some quotes there along with some various items in pink and green that I think I'm going to focus on for this layout. I am figuring out how to utilize these empty days at the beginning of the month with some decor, since I will be filling out every day with a highlight of the day or a memory. So I want to keep those days fairly open, but the areas around it can be filled up with decor. So that's where I'm going to put majority of the stickers and design that I'll be focusing in on. I also pulled another Happy Planner sticker book. I think this one is Teacher Seasonal. And I thought that these stickers might go well with it. This more St. Patrick's Day themed set. But the more I started putting it on the page, the more I didn't like the addition of the other colors, the rainbow colors, the yellow, the black. So I am now on a mission to find an alternative set of stickers that will coordinate well with this pink and green sheet that I'll be pulling from for the St. Patty's Day feels. I really want to stick to the pink and green, so I'm just going through all the sticker books that I have, thinking maybe I can bring in some florals or something just to give a little bit more beef to the decor, since there's not a ton of stickers on the sheet, and this is the only one that's really themed out in that Hey Bree sticker book with this pink and green St. Patty's Day theme. I've looked through a couple of sticker books now. I'm really kind of scrounging around. But I think in the end, I'm going to go ahead and use this Happy Year teacher sticker book that came out a long time ago. I actually have two of them. I think I got another one on clearance way back when. And so I have a whole set of these pink and almost magenta toned stickers along with some other options. But I think that these stickers will work well with this layout because I want the feel of the styling of the stickers to also match. And a lot of the other ones that I had in my stash that were actually the right color were more like watercolor or just a little more vintage looking and just didn't match up with the more cutesy styling of the Hey Bree stickers. So I think that these ones will work. I think I have enough to fill out both pages, or well, all 3 pages. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in those additional pink florals in with the clovers and the horseshoes. Try to make this spread come to life there with what you're seeing mixed together. I do like this smaller, almost like a confetti style sticker that has a mix of the horseshoes and some stars. I think that really adds a little bit of texture, which I really enjoy adding to my spreads. So I'm peppering that in, cutting it up where I need to, and placing it around the bigger decor. Also at the very start, I had cut down a quote and made that fill the empty days there at the top. That way the quote would go a lot further than just having it how it was stacked. And I think that actually worked out really well in the end. Okay, now that I've got that kind of set up, I'm going to start laying in some washi ideas, see what will work. I have some Happy Planner watercolor style washi tape with multiple colors, but I really liked the combination of the pink and the green. So I'm going to try to work that in somewhere. I also have this solid color, darker green washi, and I'm going to cut it down since it's a little bit of a wider washi and use that hopefully at the top and the bottom if I can find a good home for that. I also want to layer in some more pink with that darker green washi and have this striped, diagonally striped washi from Planything that I think will be a good matchup of both color and pattern. I'm going to add more of that Happy Planner washi tape actually in the functional space. So I'm going to be cutting it down, as you can see, in half and only using the smaller strips that contain the green and the pink so that it doesn't overwhelm the inside of the spread where I'm going to be doing most of the writing on this spread. And I would like to have a little something extra here on the sides as well, almost like a border, but not quite a full border. So I started to set up that dark green and pink on the vertical sides there and just didn't seem to like it as much as I thought I would. So I pulled back on that and then went for the green tone of the diagonal striped washi that I have and thought that that would be a good mix in, kind of pulls in a little bit more of that brighter green that is in the clovers and some other areas of the stickers. So I'll bring in just a smaller layer of that on the sides to make the spread feel a little more full and colorful. The sidebar has a bit more space that I think I can utilize for some added decor. So I'm going to drop in more of the florals there and make another little cluster, if you will, of stickers with that same theme, just to have another moment here on the spread. I've also put in a quote already. It says happy-go-lucky, but put it in vertically for a little bit of a different look, and we'll see how that all turns out. Okay, I think we're ready to start moving over the stickers, but the first thing I'm going to do is actually add in a little bit of background color as well using the distressed oxide ink layered with a tealer, more blue tone version in my chalk inks. Both of these inks have very similar qualities as far as how they sit on the paper. They don't really set into the paper like the stamping ink might do. They are great for blending out and for kind of just layering on paper where you don't want to worry about it bleeding through. I really love these types of inks for planning in particular because we are always planning in pages that are usually double-sided and you don't want to have to worry about ruining the back side of your page with your decor. So I've just layered in some color there in a couple of areas where I felt like it would be best suited. And now I'm going to layer in the washi tape as I had it there on the wax paper. I'm going to go ahead and put in these stickers here in the sidebar as well, kind of working my way around the spread and moving things from the wax paper to the page itself. Like I said, I'm going to keep that green striped washi a little more low-key than the larger stripes that I'm using on the top and the bottom. So I'm cutting it down right where it meets the edge of the page. And then we'll layer in this top section of washi. Also grab these smaller strips within the month and put those in. Finish laying out the rest of the stickers from the wax paper, just basically transferring those over. I'm going to go ahead and white out the black lines here at the top of the month where there are those empty days. So when I lay in the stickers, it just looks a little cleaner on the background. I'll wait for that to dry and then I'll come back and put in that top layer of stickers. I am using a lined monthly from my Etsy shop for this application. I do sell just the monthly pages with both Monday and Sunday starts in my shop. I have a blank version and then I have this lined version, which I really like for writing in. If you have like a lot of items that you're writing in on a monthly basis, I just think that this layout works best for that. For my memory keeping, I do like having the lines. It just keeps everything nice and neat and tidy and looking good in my planner. So I will use just this monthly spread and then the backside, which we'll set up here in a second, which is for the currently page each month. So keeping with the theme we've already set up, I'll be grabbing some boxes in the pink and green color way in order to match up with the theme. And in these boxes, I'll have some currently prompts that I can write in for the month just to add a little more dimension to my memory keeping section here in my planner. So this Tiny Thing sticker book is fairly old, but I think it's still being sold on her site. So I will include a link to it and anything else I can find links to down below in the description. So if you like anything that you're seeing here, do check the video description. That's where you'll find the information you need to purchase it or just research it a little bit more. So I think I've pulled enough boxes for the prompts I'll be adding in. And now I just need to figure out a nice configuration of boxes and where they should sit, along with this large quote. It says "Count your lucky stars" to match up with, again, that theme. And then I'll be peppering in more decor in and around the boxes as well. I'm also going to start pulling the currently prompt headings from the Anna Bean Paper Co. sticker book. I'm just going to pull a fairly random set of headers that I think that will be good prompts for me personally to fill out. I do always like to include what I'm reading, what I'm listening to, and what I'm watching. That I've been doing for a number of years. But also I like to add in this year some other items, but it will kind of depend seasonally on what I'm interested in, including, if I'm eating specific foods at a certain time, or for March, I know I'll probably be doing some spring cleaning. So I grabbed the organizing prompt so that I can figure out what I'm tackling in March as far as organization and spring cleaning. I also grabbed one that said buying or enjoying. So those will be kind of fun just to fill out, something that I don't always track. I like to have some new themes in my prompts to keep things interesting. So again, now I'm trying to set the page up and make sure that everything fits. And then the sun decided to come out, so everything got really bright here. Sorry about that, but I do end up fixing that shortly, so just bear with me as I work through this and then adjust later in the video. I'm basically building out clusters similar to the ones that were on the front, using again those florals from the Happy Year sticker book. Also adding in a few of the clovers and the horseshoes, peppering those around, trying to mix up the colors too, add a little bit of green, not too much pink, and keep things balanced as far as color and design. Normally, I approach these spreads with a little bit more definition on how I want the layout to go, but this time I just kind of looked and felt my way through the spread. So it's not a traditional kind of balanced spread, but I feel like it works visually. Sometimes you can follow a method, especially if it's not something that feels very intuitive for you. But after a while, once you become comfortable building designed pages, I think you can get to a point where you just feel it out and things come together in the end. So let's go ahead and start moving things over. I am going to try to roll off some of these stickers. This process was a little bit rough. It all comes off fairly easily, but I did catch the wax paper up underneath and had to kind of dig it back out. You'll see that in a minute. But rolling off is definitely one of the easier ways to get these stickers from the wax paper to the spread with less trouble. Whenever the stickers are touching, that tends to be the easiest way. If they're not touching, then it does take a little bit more time, which this was a bit of a hybrid of both touching and non-touching stickers. So you can see why it was a little more complicated than a simple rolling off in one fell swoop. And there you can see how the wax paper kind of got caught underneath one of the stickers, so I had to go back and fix that. But after that was cleared, I think pretty much everything else came off fairly smooth. I'm going to drop in this washi tape. And then I realized when it was all done, I did not prep any ink backgrounds on this spread like I did on the previous one. So we're going to make some spots of ink blending and add that little bit of color just to make sure that the full page matches up with the theme on the monthly spread. So I'm just going behind a couple of areas where I felt like it would match up and work well on this page. I do like to have a scrap piece of paper behind when I do that, especially when I'm hitting the edges of the paper, just to keep it kind of neat and not on my table surface. And now I'm just trimming things out and then using, if I can, any of the trimmings as added decor. And just using my sticker spatula to cement down the stickers. One thing that I don't like to do is to leave stickers left over. The page that I'm using here with the pink and green horseshoes and such is the only set of stickers in that sticker book with that theme. So I'm just going to try to use them all up since I've used already 3/4 of them so far on the rest of the pages. So I'm back on the monthly, basically just dropping them in wherever I can see a space for them. And I think I was able to use pretty much every sticker on that page. Basically blow out the stickers is what I like to call it whenever there is a set theme and a limited number of stickers. So I am definitely working it specifically around this quote at the top. I am cutting up even those smaller confetti stickers and layering those in where needed. I think that one pink horseshoe was the very last sticker on that page. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish separating these pages out, whiting out those bottom 2 boxes because I'm going to come back and do a little hack in order to use full boxes for both of those days. And once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!